Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, peace to all the righteous families on the planet Earth. It's your man King Truth is Allah, coming to you on this wisdom build and or destroy day. June. Then we coming to the end of another month. Couple more days. July be here. That's the 5th month. It's power. It's the power month. You know, we should tune up as Europeans and Caucasians celebrate their independence from their motherland while we were still enslaved. Remember that. July 4th was not black people, African people, melanated people, people with color. Independence Day, 1776, look it up, we were still in slavery. You know, check the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. You know, I put it on my IG, the Real King Lou 7 Instagram. You know, it's written for slave owners, not for us, you know. So, keep that in mind when you do them firecrackers and fireworks and everything. That was not black people's Independence Day. So, that whole month should be us building and getting our power together in order, And so, wisdom. So today, the 28th, wisdom, build and or destroy equal knowledge cipher. And so it just simply means we must exercise our wisdom when we build. We must use wisdom when we build. We must use wisdom. Wisdom comes through knowledge. Wisdom is your intuition. We must build. We must use wisdom when we seek to destroy. So building, for the most part, which is a harsher term, destroys. So we must be cautious and careful, wise when we build, because when we are building, whether it be physically or mentally, we are destroying something, whether it be darkness, ignorance, lack of knowledge, what have you, right? So, yeah, man. So I just want to clarify some things, man. I might have to pause this and edit it because, some brothers I've been beating. Some brothers I've been beating around the bush with seem like they want to air it out, right? So, but it's like Dr. Umar say, it's just, they have become distraction, pests to keep me from what I'm doing. My real mission agenda is to, get a full, complete education and so on and so on, do what I have to do, my duty, my work, right? But, I was asked, I need to clarify some things. Previous video, I was talking about the video, the destruction, the denouncements that led to the deaths, right? And that video was talking about Malcolm, father, Khalees, right? Well, I said, and it may have seemed like Farrakhan's defense of Elijah Muhammad was saying that when I said, Farrakhan said that Elijah Muhammad should be judged by a different standard. should be held to a different standard because he was a man of God. He was a messenger of God, trying to say he was near God or God-like. And so I use the word, he was above Western law. And, some people may, it made it seem like I'm saying he didn't do it because, he was above that, being a messenger of God. But I was saying that when Farrakhan used the words Western law, he was not bound by Western law, meaning he was, the Nation of Islam Farrakhan believed that he was above prosecution for statutory rape and other misdeeds, he may have done, right? I kind of believe, he had maybe been working with the FBI. Elijah Muhammad, they had to. It's like 2-3 stories out here that that say that, and I don't know when the FBI was formed. Maybe if I do my homework in the FBI, but they say he was being surveilled and phone tapped in the 30s, 40s, and the 50s, and the 60s, and so on, until he died. He was under FBI surveillance. And if the FBI, if they approached Malcolm when Malcolm was under suspension, they may have approached Elijah Muhammad. And if they was dirty as people say they were back then, it's possible he could have, the FBI and Elijah Muhammad could have orchestrated Malcolm's assassination, right? Not saying that what Dr. Wesley say, that the shooters was FBI agents, but they saying the FBI got the NYPD to arrest Malcolm's 2 closest security guards 2-3 days before his assassination. And then the so-called Nation of Islam Newark Mosque 25 members, FOI, done that, gunned Malcolm down. So, he could have been working with the FBI to do that, and so, but Farrakhan's response to these things is, it's like tired and old, right? He always blamed the FBI, right? Saying that they don't want, who gains the most from Malcolm's assassination or Father Allah's assassination. He said the same thing in regards to Father Allah as he did to Malcolm in 1969 when Father got assassinated. I'm gonna share this one day that, the family said the Nation of Islam done this. And Farrakhan, being national spokesman, said, they always point to the Nation of Islam, but, Farrakhan asked the question, who gains the most when our leaders are gunned down? And, they want us to fight against each other. Well, it's like the Nation of Islam gains the most because, if the goal is to keep black people asleep, then that's what the Nation of Islam does, and they steal the style and knowledge from Malcolm and Father Allah. There's a 1976 interview. Farrakhan got on a purple suit with a little afro with a part, talking about knowledge of self. It's a recent 20 years old, 10 years old video, Fake Khan, talking about you must get God and knowledge of self. So, they stole, in my opinion, knowledge of self from the Father and tried to incorporate it into the Nation of Islam teaching to attract the youth as Father Allah did, right? And then turn around and say it was the FBI that gunned down Father Allah, right? So, man, but, I got to be careful, man, because, they tell me I've been calling them names, and this is calling Fake Khan names, and they say the letter that Khalees wrote, he made a play on Elijah Muhammad's name and called him Elijah Muhammad or something, which means sad, depressed, fake. And so, they still allege that the Nation of Islam done that some kind of way. But so I just wanted to clarify that, man. I wasn't saying that Elijah Muhammad was above the allegations that Malcolm, was gonna tell on him. I'm saying, he thought, Fake Khan thought, he was above Western law and couldn't be prosecuted. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, but, man, these dudes been pestering me for a long time. So I'm about to jump into these hip-hop dudes, man. These dudes been pestering me a long time, man. I'm talking about Faggoty Sin and Big Beach. What's his name? Big Beach. Big Meat. And it's uncalled for, man. I'm a cool dude. I'm not a hater. See, I believe if you walk the path of, lucrativeness and prosperity, and I'm doing something else, I'm not gonna be jealous. If I can't sing or rap, I'm not gonna be jealous of somebody that done spent 5, 10, 20 years making records and movies and getting entertainment money. That ain't I know enough to know that ain't the path that I walked. I walked a different path. And so there is it'll be ignorant, foolish of me for me to be jealous of anybody in the entertainment business that's so-called getting some money. It's all kind of ways to make money. Just, the entertainment business is a lucrative industry, and they not asking for no kind of previous work experience or no kind of high school diploma, minimum requirement of high school diploma or college degree. You can get, children. You got child actors, and baby actors, and animal actors, and so they not asking for people with some kind of educational background completed, and so it's all good, but these dudes, if I don't regard them as the man or superior to me, then I'm a hater. They automatically, they on the level intellectually that if I don't fawn over them, fall out or scream or worship or praise them, then I'm a hater. And that's the farthest thing from the truth. And so I've been having an issue with Faggoty Sin, and now he didn't join with Big Beach and Lil Beach I mean, Big Meat and Little Meat from BMF. You know, he doing work with them. I think they finished, but they shot some videos or something at Tyler Perry Studios. You know, for Stars Network. I don't know what that's about. I'm not promoting that. I'm saying they in business together. Faggoty sent Lil Meat and Big Meat in business together. I think Big Meat out of jail. I don't know. I don't personally know the dude. You know, like I said, I knew of them dudes, and every dude in the hood that I grew up around and would run with and hang with knew them dudes. So they used to speak on them. And this back in the 80s. I mean, look, like they spoke on them so much, you know, it felt like I knew them, right? And, you know, from what I understand, they would talk about me to them. See what I'm saying? Or, you know, mention my name to them. For whatever relay, you know, that's my boy Lou, he back there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know. But, you know, the dude, me, while he was in federal penitentiary, he like reached out to me. And, you know, he wanted me to speak on, help keep his name and BMF name in the street. Help it keep it popping, popular, and everything, you know. Put some little memes up on my IG, you know, speak on them, you know, to keep they self on people's mind, right? To help them stay in the government's mind to try to get out of jail early, which they did. Now, I guess, they say Meat out, but he laying low. So, for whatever reason, he laying low. Now, his brother, out for real, T, Southwest T, he home for real. That made the news, I guess. I don't know, right? Now, he keep to himself, but his older brother, me, and his son trying to be like him now. And I don't, and so his son was all out in the street. And, I heard he was around some places he ain't need to be, slipping, flossing. I'm like, man, dude, you need to be careful. Bro, I just issued a little warning as I heard these things, right? Because his dad locked down. Brothers from my neighborhood know this dude. People I ran around with every day would run around with him every day. I just chose to do something different, walk a different path. See what I'm saying? And I made some video, Big Gene Deal show. He was like, saying Meech was at fault, and for the shooting. Meech felt that was keeping him in jail because people think he had killed or shot up or started some stuff with pussy comb bodyguards, right? And I was like, well, if it's about that, how Gene was telling the story that, Wolf, somebody called Wolf and Wolf come to the club about a girl. Well, then Wolf, wrong, you can't trip about a girl in a strip club, Club Chaos in Atlanta. By the way, I'm in Georgia, right? And I heard they in Georgia, by the way, right? And so, Wolf, his boy, his main man, his little brother, nephew, however, his friend, his fam, same gang type, whatever. Wolf his man, Riz his man. But Wolf wrong if that happened that way. Somebody call Wolf, and Wolf fly to the club because one of his girls is finna mingle with BMF, and he didn't want that. Wolf out of line. That's, the woman. But, I have since took them videos down because I've been hearing some things that's, disturbing, right? They like, wow, they make this dude Meek look real lame, right? They say that ain't what happened, you know. And one of Meat, what's his name? Beats, one of his homies, his day one homies back up in Ecorse, Dexter, wrote a book. It's called Black Mafia Family, Blueprint to a Conspiracy. What's it called? The Black Mafia Family, Untold Story, Blueprint to Conspiracy. Written by Dexter Sosa Hussein and Cal 007 Williams. Right? And it's on Kindle. You know, you can download it, buy it off Amazon, download it. I got it on Kindle. This ain't 25, 40, 50 pages, right? I don't know. But in it, he tells the story that, you know, Wolf tripped on him, basically, right? Y'all can check it yourself. But the streets is saying something different. The streets is saying something completely different than what the book say. And Dexter went on Vlad and said, Meech called me himself and told me this. What happened? He wanted me to jump in, ride out, bring some homies, you know, and he told me this story himself, right? But the streets is saying something totally different than what Meech is saying, Beats, right? And so they saying Riz, one of Wolf and Jean, Pussy Cone bodyguard security team personnel, was in Club Chaos by himself. And Meech and 34 dudes come in there. And Meech start hollering at Riz, you know, trying to punk him out in the club. You know, this is what I'm getting. And they say Riz was by himself. And BMF coming there 35 deep. And I heard in the street, Riz say he counted 35 BMF motherfuckers against just him. Now, why they fuck with Riz, security personnel for Pussy Combs, I don't know. Y'all gotta ask Pussy Combs. Story is, the true part, they was just in New York at a Pussy Comb party together. So if something happened at the party that made it trickle over down here while they all in Atlanta, and you know, down in Atlanta, then I don't know. You know, y'all got to ask somebody that's gonna tell you the truth, right? And so what happened? So story is, I'm gossiping. I don't like gossiping, but you know, motherfucker, you know, need some of T special needs and shit. Man, no. Right, and so the story is he started trying to punk Riz in the club. Riz got on the phone and called Wolf. And you know, they all, according to Gene, they was all saying in a club called the Same Gang, homie of friends. You know, then they branched off and started something else with Gene. So they real close. Now Gene back in New York, wherever Gene was at. Luckily Wolf was in Georgia. And so, you know, it's a story online by Cavario, somebody else that know Meeks. Say Wolf answered the phone. He was bodyguarding T.I. and Tiny in another strip club. And he just got the call and took off. And then, I don't know what happened, man. They say Wolf come in the club. He was asked to leave. They asked Meeks to leave. And, you know, it must be true. Meek turned to run and he got shot in the ass. You know, it's rumor he had a gun. People with him had guns. It was a shootout. But, you know, so they saying BMF Meats tried to bully one dude with 35 dudes, and he wound up getting shot. So now so he done 11 years, 10 years in federal prison. And I heard him, because he had reached out to me talking about, man, they hating on me. They, I was a good dude. He trying to, want me to speak on his behalf, say some positive things, which I was doing, right? But if I would have known he was a bully, a punk ass dude that needs a whole lot of dudes to step to one dude, I wouldn't have weighed in on their behalf. See what I'm saying? Because now he out, or about to get out, or close to getting out, and he acting like I'm starting shit with him, or I got a problem with him. I'm like, how you feel that way when I didn't spoke about the dope game to the president, and said it ain't that, talk about the racism and the money and things of that nature, nonviolent drug deal, nonviolent. And so now I'm two-faced, turned on him, jealous, and he a hater, and he tried to push faggoty Cent up on me. I say, dude, I told him, while he was in jail, that I don't mess with faggoty Cent. Faggoty Cent, man, he was going back and forth. And, he had jumped in, and faggoty Cent got scared. And, he tried to, so Meach wanted somebody to make a movie for him. And so, what I heard is him telling faggoty Cent to come on and fuck with him. But now if you listen, you're going to hear he displeased with faggoty Cent fucking with him. Meach two-faced. He just that two-faced. And the common denominator is that that faggoty Cent, Fagavelli, Beach, is that they all 9th grade dropout. They don't have no education. From what I heard. Now, all Meach got to do is show and prove that he, I heard he took the GED test in Lewisburg Federal Penitentiary in Pennsylvania and failed it twice. The boy ain't got no good intelligence, no good intellectual skills. And I heard he failed it twice. Now, he like to say he graduated high school. Somebody over 50 years old don't have a problem saying the year and date and school they graduated from. It's, if you did it, you did it. If you didn't, it ain't nothing, I graduated high school 1990, month for half for real, and got the pictures and the diploma to prove it. Now, when I go there, a 9th grade dropout that's getting money, got enough money to finance or buy a Lamborghini or a Bentley, gonna say that ain't shit because I got a Lamborghini and a Bentley, which worth together the top of the line $500,000 a piece. And so they say that these cars beat that education, beat that diploma. It's a piece of paper, don't mean nothing to them, but they the ones getting shot. So y'all do the math, right? And you got some all athletes graduate high school. All pro athletes in the majors, baseball, basketball, and football, and hockey graduate high school. Soccer and golf, you ain't graduate high school to be a professional, but they all student athletes, and they're going to graduate high school. Some do some college, some go back to college to get their degree with their Lamborghinis and Bentleys, because that's the emphasis they put on having an education, a completed education, right? So really they ain't saying much, right? So But yeah, man. So he wound up getting shot, but he been trying to set the atmosphere, the narrative that Wolf is a head, and he don't even speak on Riz making the phone call or that he said something to Riz. So if you want to get at the truth, and if the man real, which I know he ain't, ask him to take a lie detector test to bring some closure to this old street BS. Real dude would take a lot of, that ain't no black mafia fam. That ain't a mafioso. That sit 10 years or 11 years in federal penitentiary. Threatened Wolf while he was in there. Get out and still threaten him, and got a Stars, Tyler Perry, gay unit, faggoty scent deal on the table. See what I'm saying? So, if he was broke when he got out, he come right back up to at least high 6 figures, 7 figures to, his day one homie, his brother-in-law, his fake brother-in-law, his son is Dexter's real blood nephew. Right? That's the only family connection they got. His son, as far as I know, his son is Dexter's real blood nephew. His son, Lil Meat, is his mama is Dexter's sister, right? And so all this public information, I ain't snitching. They done told on themselves, right? I ain't snitching. I'm just, hope the dude, see this video, wake the fuck up. I don't want to play with you. I don't want to be bitch made fags or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I'm too thorough for that. I ain't no bully. That's really, really lame. Right? And so he trying to do the same thing to me. I be in Georgia more than they like, and I don't see no Bentleys or land with him in it. I see Bentleys and Lambs all the time, but they don't be in them. So, yeah, man. So I don't want to play with them. And so man, this how low faggoty sin is, right? Gene used to be his bodyguard, Wolf, and probably even Riz used to be his bodyguard. He worked for Pussy Combs, and then he did have a hate campaign dissing Pussy Combs, go and get with BMF, who they shot defending themselves, and then try to prop them up, hype them up. It's like faggoty Scent don't learn from his mistakes. He really was in he was in an induced coma when he got shot up in front of his grandmama in the house. He was in serious critical condition. It's a real photo that I seen out there, not the made up, not the Photoshop on the stretcher or in some of the movie clips. It's I wish I would have screen grabbed it, but he was in a hospital bed, had all clean white sheets, had a breathing tube in it. He was gone. And that's an induced coma, and he almost died for fucking around trying to be what really ain't, which is a street nigga. A street person is a homeless dude. Street people are misinformed people. See what I'm saying? So, then, so, yeah, man. So I don't, and they've been, getting shot, and I don't want to play with them, man. I don't want to play with them all. The dude gonna get with BMF, and then he a federal informant. faggoty sin is, right? And you know, they say meat, whatever, don't like snitches because it was either 50 or 100 people were prepared to tell on him and say him and his brothers was the main suppliers and runners of the drugs they were selling. So they took the plea and got 31 years, I think, right? And so he out in less than, they didn't even do 85% of their time, which is federal law, right? That you do 85% of your sentence time. And so they did less than half. And he out wanna beef with me and, beef with the people that shot him in the ass. The dude ain't got no sin. He ain't graduate freshman first semester. I think the dude, probably got a learning disability. Him, Faggoty, and Faggoty Sin, right? So, why would a federal, and so Faggoty Sin became a federal informant when he volunteered information, false information on or against Irv Lorenzo, aka Irv Gotti, Chris Lorenzo, his brother, and Kenneth Supreme McGriff, which was already, according to reports, already in jail. I think doing 3 life sentences. I think. So it's so many reports out there about the dude, but they say he was already in jail and they didn't even bring him to court. But Faggoty, and so they want to get Irv Gotti, which Irv believed from Murder Inc. Records, Irv believed Faggoty Sin got their record company raided, right, by lying, saying they started Murder Inc. with Supreme so-called drug money. And so Faggoty Sin was volunteering lying. And so they wanted the few people that beat a federal case. They say the feds win 95% of their cases. They don't play. So, and so why would the Black Mafia family got to do a deal with a federal informant? See what I'm saying? I be trying to tell that dude all the time, you ain't Black Mafia family. You too dumb. You ain't educated. You ain't the Don Motherhead. Ain't no dumb motherfucker, the head of a whole mafia, Black Mafia family, and don't know how to build, communicate with other men, and we very disrespectful ass dude. I don't want to play with you, man. Take heed. Take heed. I stay in GA. Take heed. So, I don't want to play with you no more. I don't need the BMF banner on me, the BMF brand on me. Don't want it on me. I ain't scared to be who I am. Who I am. That's all I need, is who I am. You play me too close, dude. You know me like that. You know them like that. So, and the fact he couldn't help none of them brothers get on back in the 80s and 90s. So what kind of dude he is? He ain't no Black Mafia builder, no mentor into the underworld dope gang, if he the one nodded and got the dope, he ain't teach nobody nothing. And they was waiting and looking up to him because he the older dude. And he got on, made millions, and still ain't look out. He ain't got no. And so they was sent me in to motherfucker peace. Nothing else. And the dude get out and, what you really doing? What's your real motive? Dude, you reached out to me and asked me for some help. And it was nothing to speak on your behalf, and now I ain't shit. Dude, I don't know you like that. You don't know me like that. Obviously, it wasn't that deep for me to do what I did. You ought to be thanking Gene for bringing your name up at all. And me jumping in like I did. But you say, you wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong because you lied. I don't have a problem being wrong. I don't know. But yeah, man, real black mafia wouldn't have done a deal with a federal informant, a documented federal informant. See what I'm saying? Real black mafia take their money and build. See what I'm saying? They talking about they got money. If they say they made $100 million and put 10% of that up and didn't get no federal forfeiture seizure of their money assets, then they should have some enough that this little bit of money Stars and Faggoty Scent offered them, they would have turned down and done some, reached out to some more networks like I suggested, right? They ain't on that level. Faggoty Scent was the first thing smoking, and they took it. Real black mafia wouldn't have done that. Not with no federal rat motherfucker. The streets say dry snitching, lie snitching on a mother is the worst thing you could do. They say it's worse than somebody actually snitching on you. It's when they lie snitch on you. They say that's ooh. That's like, what? Some people do that to me all the time. So I don't like that either. But yeah, so that ain't real, man. You mafia, but you signed with Faggoty Scent, who got all this beef, had a beef with me, and I'm helping you. I didn't trip, cause I understand if you need a bag, whatever, then get your money, right? I ain't mad, but don't step to me for fag. Don't start playing them games, man. I wasn't playing with dude. Dude, just y'all. I don't acknowledge y'all for some reason. I must be the man to y'all. Like the Wiz, the Wizard of Oz. You need courage, a heart. What they wanted? Courage, a heart to get home, and courage, a heart to get home. You know what I'm saying? I can't give y'all courage, heart, and get y'all where y'all want to go. I ain't the Wizard of Oz, man. You see what I'm saying to you? I don't want to play with you, man, for real. Y'all lame. For real. And I can drive an Uber and y'all still be lame. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lame than a motherfucker. And all y'all bullies, and y'all get bullied. I mean, y'all bully and then get hurt and then turn into the victim. That's how lame y'all is. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I understand, man. Maybe since them dudes turned on them, they so-called family members, about 50 or 100 of them, was willing to testify. That's why they took the plea instead of fighting each and every dude in court. They took a plea. And so maybe they feel like they gonna get some money. Now, this me analyzing, them getting money from Faggoty Center, federal informant, is some kind of retribution, financially and morally and personally, right? That, you know, they gonna double up on snitches. See what I'm saying? But man, Meech a dry snitch. You know, he put people business out there when the police on him. That's snitching. You know, if he out, cause you know, cause I hear he laying low with his mama. But if he out, you know, he talking about guns. Felons can't have guns. And he talking about, he's snitching on himself and everybody that got a felon with him and that's stupid. That's snitching. Felons can't have guns. So now he say he can. Well, then, you know, you must be a snitch yourself and cut a deal with the feds to get out of jail. And so, you know, he might start get back to work, reaching out, trying to see you active and on. That's snitching. I ain't fucking with you, dude. That's snitching. You say, I'm trying to set it to get you hit here. Dude, this is what you doing. I don't want to play with you. And if, you know, they was under some pressure. BMF was taking dudes' girls. Nigga, if you take my girl, you can have her. Because she wasn't mine to begin with. So, girls like that can be taken by shallow, superficial, materialistic dudes, you know, ain't worth much herself. You know, that want a 50-year-old and going on 50-year-old that got to put on more jewelry than the club worth and have a car more with the club worth to go get a girl that's hustling, trying to scrape up some G's. See what I'm saying? That's how lame they is. You know, they need more attention. They want to go to the strip club and floss and take the attention of the strippers. That's lame. So, you know, but I understand. You got to get your money, your bag, whatever. Me personally, I wouldn't have signed with Faggoty Center. If I was a mafioso, real black mafia family member, and I knew what I know about the entertainment business and who Faggoty and Tyler, I wouldn't have put my movie down with Tyler Perry or Faggoty Center. There's some things don't belong with Tyler Perry name on or Faggoty Center name on it. That's all. I'm not saying they blackballed. I'm saying I wouldn't have fucked with them about my stuff. Not no gangster stuff with Tyler Perry and not no black mafia family with a federal informant. I wouldn't have done that. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not black mafia. Don't want to be, never have been. It's okay, I'm just saying, you know, y'all got to be careful claiming things and signing with federal informants and are supposed to have money. Don't make no sense to me, right? So, yeah, man, check that book. Make that dude take a lie detector test, right? And for y'all, the people that say no to taking a lie detector test where they word gonna be exposed if they truthful or lying, and they say no, well then they lying. And when they say yeah, y'all can look online for lie detection test agencies in Atlanta or Metro Atlanta, in Detroit, Metro Detroit, wherever you are, got lie detection test agencies. You know, beef, misunderstandings can come to closure if the truth be told. And I ain't choking. You understand? Truth be told. The truth can be told. Things can be brought to light. Now, lie detection tests aren't admissible in court. In the court of the street, they are. See what I'm saying? You know, it determines a person's level of honesty. It measures honesty. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I live in GA. I live in the D. I live in Cali. I live in Florida. For real. You know what I'm saying? I don't lay low. I don't hide. You know, I cut my own grass. I be outside. You understand? I be in the street. So, you know, man, I ain't hard to find for real. Man, wow, no. No, in real life, no. Y'all that down. I don't want to play with you. No, thank you. You know, see, I was taught to say no, thank you, Lord. No, thank you. You understand? No, thank you. And it ain't about somebody stepping to me because y'all ain't shit. That ain't my fear. I don't have no fear. I do what I want. I don't want to fuck with y'all. For real. Gay Unity. Bitch made fag films. Tyler Perry. Now, you know, I got work for Tyler Perry. You know, with his old multiple personality, schizophrenia ass. I got work for Tyler Perry, but everything don't need to go through Tyler Perry. So that's my position. You see what I'm saying? You won't get blackballed. Not if I don't believe in that. Don't no other man or woman control what I do. You know, this ain't no pool table. This real life. Try to stop my money, stop my shine, because you can't with me. Check yourself. That ain't real. You don't know motherfucking hater, snitch ass people. You see what I'm saying? Beach had a phone in jail, but he out. Running around with a federal informant. Talking about he got guns for protection. That's automatic violation. He ain't got no parole officer. You know, he ain't come to no federal halfway house. You know, I do believe his brother did all that. I don't know, this is what I heard. But he didn't. Then I heard he was jealous. His brother got out first. Do it matter, dude? Y'all in jail. Wow, the dude really fucked up, man. So yeah, I don't want to play with him, man. For real. So if I think of something, I think I'm missing something. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm missing something. Talked about Preem and the coma, and you see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, I seen some of them interviews where he lying on this, saying this man shot him, or I tried to have him and his mama killed. You know, and the thing that get me is that they don't speak out. They don't know how to. Irv and Chris and Preem family, they need to shut that shit down, because after a while, when no one speaks on it, it makes them look guilty. I mean, pretty soon, all the naysayers like me begin to doubt their innocence. So, you know, so that kind of lie, dry snitching can be addressed cordially and intellectually. You know what I've been saying. You know, brothers ain't gotta die when somebody diss you and they lying on you, and they want to be regarded as street tough and street wide. You can shut that down with the truth. All you gotta do, how you gonna feel like you snitching, telling on somebody that's lying on you? That ain't snitching. That's shutting down a fake hater. Shut that shit down with the truth. I heard Preem was in jail long before Faggoty Scent come along. and ain't try to get nobody he know killed. Somebody need to be sitting. Faggoty Sink could be irrelevant, nothing, little dude over there, but they allow him to grow with his lies. See, white Caucasian movie executives and regular executives eat that stuff up. But it's all, and so they ain't doing nothing but helping him, and he don't reach back and help the people he lying on. Like, okay, we done ran game, he go, that fake as hell. Don't let that dude step on you and use you because he jealous. Tell the truth on these dudes. The truth hurt. Tell the truth on these dudes. Shame these dudes in front of the world with truth. You see what I'm saying? With truth. So, how I'm snitching on somebody lying on you. Trying to destroy your name, your reputation. That's ridiculous. Y'all need to wake up, man. Get a life. So, I think that's it, man. I'm out. Peace.